Hello, YouTubers. Why? What is up with this? Anyway, hey, YouTubers. I am doing a little vlog here, obviously, to catch you up on some things. I've not posted in a little while. That's because I'm working on some things. First thing is working on the Mindshift Horizon giveaway. What would you call it? Website, I guess. I had one back when I did a Pentax ME kit giveaway. I built a little web thing just to make the giveaway interesting, and I could have just used that, but I'd rather do something different because I'm a geek that way. I'm a programmer. So I have some new technologies I want to play with, so I'm putting together a new website to manage giveaways of a certain type, and so I'm busily working on that, and I have to have that done before I start the giveaway. And it's coming together nicely. I just have a couple of things to piece together to make it work perfectly, and then I'll start the giveaway. For those of you who might be interested in programmery geek stuff, I'll just say a little bit, and if you want to hear more, comment, and I'll say more in a different video. I'm building this with obviously JavaScript in the browser, jQuery, and handlebars. That's the front end. The back end, this is where it gets cool. I'm building on Amazon Web Services, or AWS Lambda, with a smattering of API Gateway and a soupçon of S3. So it's a serverless backend, which is kind of neat. It's ultra simple. This app, there's no complexity to it at all. It's just me kind of having fun, and it's a good project for me to play with this tech. So anyway, more about that if you want to hear about it. And for those of you that aren't programmers, aren't geeky, that probably sounded like an insane person talking just then. Anyway, programmers, if you want to know more, let me know. So speaking of the Horizon, I still need to do my final sort of talk feature-wise and show it, sort of more close up and so forth. My other videos have been just like loadout videos and use videos, but I want to kind of show more like the features of the bag and that sort of thing. Give you a more close-up view. And the reason I do this stuff, for those of you who are impatient with lots of videos about products, Mindshift provided me this bag to review, so I feel kind of like it's my responsibility to give it the most review I can. And so that's why I spend the time I do on this stuff, and that's why I make the number of videos I do, and they're as long as they are and all that, because I want to really sort of talk about the product at length. If it's got problems, I'll talk about it. If it's awesome, I'll say so. And it's pretty awesome, actually. That's pretty easy to say. But I do want to follow up a bit, and that will mean another video on more of me talking like this, like just running off the mouth like I'm doing right this minute. So on to other stuff. Jeez. I picked up recently yet another tripod. This is ridiculous. I'm like a tripod hoarder. This was on eBay. I tripped over a pretty good deal on a... it was not heavy at all. Just playing. It's a Gitzo GT. I have to have it written down here because the model number is crazy. GT 1580 TQR5. So this is a tiny little travel tripod. Check out the smallest leg section. It's like a pencil. Awesome though. Super ultra light. I don't love the head too much. Mostly I don't like the clamp. It's a specific Gitzo style clamp. I'm not into that. So I'm going to replace this clamp with an Arca Swiss compatible one. Probably just a relatively inexpensive one from Amazon or eBay. Anyway, this is added to my collection of, a lot of tripods. So another chance for you to weigh in on what I talk about. If you're interested in me talking about tripods, I've got a few to show. Some are high-end, some are not high-end. I can talk about what I like about the ones, which ones I use the most, etc., etc. Let me know if you're interested in that. I don't know if it's redundant or not. So anyway, I'll do a review on this one at some point. I've got to use it a little bit before I do that. I've got other ones I could do full reviews on. So I want to gauge your tripod interest. So let me know. The other thing is, totally different subject. I went to Rocky Mountain Audio Fest a couple of weeks ago, and I was working on the video for that a couple of weeks ago, and then I did my trip to Vegas and so forth, and I just didn't get finished. All I got to do is finish up the voiceover, and I'm going to put that up. So those of you who are into the audio stuff, you'll have a little something to look at. But I'll warn you, it's only the CanJam. I'm only covering CanJam stuff. That's the headphone part of this thing. And that's because I've basically gotten turned off to the full-on stereo rooms with the speakers and the big amps and so forth. I mean, the stuff they're showing is so ridiculously expensive. It makes me laugh, or it makes me cry. It's one of the two. It makes me a little sad, maybe. They're showing a room with $200,000 worth of equipment. No, I'm just not interested. I don't even want to hear what it sounds like anymore. Because it sounds great, but it doesn't sound that much better than, say, what I've got in the next room here. So just not interested in that. So the headphone stuff has remained a little more affordable. But even there's a bit of a spike in what things are costing. And so it's like in audio, it seems like anymore there's either ultra high end or just consumer. There's not a lot in the middle. So anyway, I'll be doing the video on that. And those of you who are into audio, maybe you'll be excited to hear about that. So that's it. Just wanted to catch you up a bit on what I'm up to, and I'll catch you later. Freaking webcam. Oh my God, that's annoying. I don't like the auto exposure on this thing. It's really yuck. You can't turn it off.